All right, another day, another sleigh. What's going on, everybody? My name is Rev. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to the playthrough. And today we're just going to be playing it by ear. We're going to continue doing some quests. Going to be doing the daily motions, getting our cores. This is all the cores that I've gotten from when we were fighting Koshai yesterday. And pretty standard stuff here. Let's see what's in these rare cores. I'm really hoping for some overpower. I need the extra power. Oh, we got one. I think that's a +2 right there. +3 Rage Hunter, I think, if I use the cell vendor. I need to go check that out. Show me more overpower. We got wild. I think I saw a Wild Frenzy in there. Yeah, I did. Okay. Relatively decent cells. Let's go ahead and head over to the cell vendor and see what we can do with those. Got more conduit. I'm definitely gonna be utilizing some of the cell vendor services, dropping fat stacks of ace chips just to get a little bit of a power boost here. All right, conduit 6, Rage Hunter 6. Not looking too shabby. I should probably replace these gear pieces now with something a little bit better. I was waiting for Hellion, but let's go ahead and do a little bit of armor shopping and see what we can do. Now that we have like Koshai and stuff, we can probably utilize it. All right, so let's shop for a chest piece here. Well, I don't think any of the cells have really changed on them. I do think Koshai is kind of like the best bet. Going for Predator is quite a bit of damage. I would have to go back for Caudal Thorns though, so that's seemingly less efficient. Going for Hellion here isn't a bad idea, and we could just go for the both. We can just kill a bunch of Hellions on the specific isle that it's on, because it spawns a lot and it's actually not too difficult to fight. I do think that I'm gonna need a lot. I'm gonna need a lot of Hellion. Or just, I mean, I'm gonna need the weapons, the head, and the chest. That's a lot. But I'm up for it if y'all are up for it. See what Marcus has for us. The Ironclad Admiral. Speak with Admiral's Eye. Okay, Electrical Fire, Hellion, and Stormclaw. Yeah, it seems like Hellion's on the agenda, so I'm game for that. All right, we'll just go down the line here. We'll start at Cape Fury. Kill whatever we can over here, and then we'll start just farming the crap out of Hades. So a lot of y'all like it when I go on like random tangents. Like I did the gummy bear thing, or the chocolate covered gummy bear thing in the first episode. Y'all seemingly like that. So if you have any future like questions, or if you have anything that you would want me to answer, just leave it in the comment section. And then it will make the, the content better for everybody. But I do like to... Content creation's kind of weird like that, because some people just like having a playthrough to kind of like watch and, talk about the game. Or I've even had people just say like, oh, you have a really relaxing voice and you're really good background music or something like that. So everybody has their own little thing that they like about content. And while I do enjoy talking and, talking about the things that I like, obviously I also want to, have a little bit of something for everyone. So I try to think about that while I'm doing content. Yeah, content creation's weird like that, where you just kind of like, everybody has their own little likes, but everybody's watching the same video. It's hard to cater to everyone. But yeah, if you just have any comments or questions, I'll try to answer them in future episodes. But today I want to talk about something that I think is really fun, that I didn't think would be really fun, and which is actually D&D. D&D was something that I've been interested in for a long time, but never really acted on it. And I actually have a small like little campaign going with Mirnon, if you guys know Mirnon in the Dauntless Discord, as well as like Zanny sometimes shows up and plays. It's kind of more of, it feels more like a pickup game because not everybody can always make it, but it's not really a one-shot or anything. It's just kind of like whoever can make it, and we'll just like continue the campaign. And that's always been the hard thing, is finding a group of people to play with that are constantly invested. And that's always been my big dilemma and why I've just kind of really been hesitant about playing D&D in general. But I'm currently playing a homebrew class called the Champion. It's just kind of like a homebrew version of a paladin. And it's really fun. He's kind of like a Death Knight. He upholds a creed or a code that is very... He reminds me a little bit of like Virgil. Like he's like... It's like suffer no insult and might makes right sort of thing, where if he is insulted or challenged, he can't really back down from it. So it's a really fun like role play sort of thing, and I always try to like make my decisions based on that sort of like code. So it's a very fun thing. And I do stream that. I do stream that once a week. It's usually on the weekend, and so I can upload it to YouTube. So if you guys are interested in like a D&D campaign with like me and Zanny sometimes just kind of like going off the wall, it could be pretty fun. So let me know if you're interested in that. That could be pretty cool. It's been a moment since I fought Stormclaw. I just remember it's really annoying. You know, it's funny that when it comes to like going on, it's kind of like talking about whatever and playing Dauntless, playing the Aether Strikers is actually kind of hard because I'm not micromanaging anything, right? Like, and some people will probably just be like, oh my gosh, he's playing like so suboptimally. It's hard to play Dauntless and talk at the same time. I'm surprised I've been able to kind of develop the ability to do so even after playing as much as I have. But that's what, honestly, that was one of the reasons why I really liked the sword so much, is I could play the sword and literally read my stream chat. It's very convenient in that regard, where there's very little pressure on the player. And I mean, the sword's a great weapon. It's fun to play, but it is very easy as well. And I think that that's honestly a redeeming factor of the weapon. Even when you're playing pretty optimally, you have a lot of downtime because you're waiting for like parries and stuff. So that's cool. I'm trying to bring up the sword on the side, but I haven't really touched it in a while. Maybe I can swoop some of this Ripstalker EXP. I'm gonna let someone else get this interrupt because chances are they have a lot of the tools to do so. But this group seems pretty strong already, so it's kind of the thing about leaving and coming back, is a lot of these cats that are still playing right now are way stronger than I, so but I can still hold my own. I think I deal relatively decent damage, but I love the rate of play on this island. It just feels like there's always something to like the distance that you need to cover to fight a behemoth to get into a fight is really short. Dang, missed that. Dang it, Koshai, stand still, dude. Okay, now we're in Narnia. Dodge the orbs. Dang. Once we got a actual hold on the Koshai, it just died immediately. That's a rest in peace. Ooh, Skarn. That is being fought. And got the lantern hit. Nice. Ooh. I wonder what escalation I should farm first. I'm thinking I'm probably gonna go Umbral, kill Thorax, and then maybe just have that weapon on deck for when I'm fighting Chronovore. Because I mean, Thorax is just so good. Umbral escalation is also kind of tough. I think Umbral would be. We speak nothing of this. We are still fine. How do we get out of this? I think right here. Yep. Okay, we're good. I think that Thrax is probably pretty difficult as like a first escalation, but probably worth it. I do have this Valamir weapon too, so that actually makes it quite viable. It's like almost tempting to power surge it first, even though it's probably not optimal. Probably just stick to a Pangar power surge or something. That's another thing is I need to think about is like, do I want to stick with Aether Strikers when pushing into escalation? Because I do eventually want to migrate to the sword. I did not mean to take this person's invulnerability thing, but it's just kind of like, it's kind of weird having Dauntless just kind of have like all this stuff across the ground that you need to pick up. Even though Molten was in the game, I don't know. I don't know if I'm a big fan of all this types of stuff. These like pickup cells now. Not sure, not sure. Falcon Punch. Speaking of Falcon Punch, I think Kazuya comes out for Smash here pretty soon. Should be pretty interesting. Might have to come back to Smash to try it out. I haven't played Smash since Min Min came out, and I think Smash is a good game. It's just unfortunate that the netcode is as bad as it is. I wish Nintendo would show it a little bit more love in that regard on multiple fronts, whether it's the tournament scene or netcode. But I think they kind of both go hand in hand. Like you can't really have tournaments in, you know, the current state of the world without really good netcode. Like some games just get hard ignored because it doesn't have good netcode. Fighting game talk. If you don't know what like netcode is, it's just basically like a good online connection, right? Where you lag or whatever. But it's a big topic of conversation in the fighting game community. But yeah, I have a fighting game channel, RevTheFGC, on YouTube. It's a separate channel that I've been covering Guilty Gear Strive a lot. If you guys don't know Guilty Gear Strive, it's a freaking amazing game, really fun, and the visuals are stunning, dude. They're so good. If you like anime, it's definitely worth at least checking out just to see how everything's hand drawn and just all the different stages and the worlds, the characters, everything looks really cool. Check it out if you haven't already. Ooh, another good topic would be like, what games have you guys been picking up on the Steam Summer Sale? Because that just went live relatively soon. I just realized that that was an event. I'm gonna head back. The Steam Summer Sale is live. I have a ton of games on my wish list that I've been kind of like waiting for to go on sale, and some of them are, but I'm not sure if I'm gonna act on it yet. I'm always like super hesitant to drop, because usually what happens when these big summer sales happen or like a big Steam sale happens, I'll just like throw like 10 different games in my cart and just and that will hold me over for a while, you know. I'm gonna actually go for this Nazaga since I have the Radiant weapon. It's lucky that one of them is also a Stormclaw. Oh my goodness, that did so much damage. Have to interrupt on that nerd. I need the first combo. Come here, Stormclaw. Boom, got both. Got that collat. That was good. Big break. That's another thing I need to try is the Warpike. The Warpike looks actually sick. I've seen like the new dodge animation. That looks amazing actually. Looks really good. I wish every weapon had like at least, even if it functioned the same as a roll, just like different little looks. I think it would go a long way to just giving the weapons a little bit of extra spice. I'm gonna grab this if no one else is. So many Molten orbs, dude. A lot of people are rocking Molten, eh? One must have made a build video. Molten is kind of the new wave, or maybe it's old wave and it's just kind of like what you get. People are suggesting like Hellion armor for starting armor builds or something. Not sure what it is. Not sure if Molten has changed. I just want my mantra. There we go. Nice. Good job, team. But usually on the Steam Summer Sale, I'm looking for like roguelike games. One game that I really want to return to is Skull the Hero Slayer. Skull the Hero Slayer is a roguelike like pixel art 2D platformer game. But you pick up you play as like this little skeleton and you pick up different skeleton heads and they all have different powers, and it's like you can get the skeleton or like the skull of Ghost Rider, or like the Monkey King, or like a demon, or the Grim Reaper, and it's you get all these different moves and fight all the bosses, and as you keep playing you get upgrades in typical roguelike fashion. But it's a really fun game, really cute game, and I think it's made by like a handful of people. It's one of those like Gunfire Reborn sort of deals where the game is just very, very successful. You know, I think Gunfire has just got a new update as well, and they've sold like over 1.5 million copies, and it was made by like 3 people or something. This is crazy. It's crazy how sporadic isn't the right term, but it's crazy how some devs have like 3 people and they create this like masterpiece and do really well, and then but yet it feels like there just aren't that many good games to play out there. And I need to actually score a hit on this thing so I can get credit for that. I'm kind of sad I missed the quill shot. I thought that was the last wave, but I realized no one was coming to assist me with Scorn, so I thought, hey, they're probably fighting something else. Which was not a Stormclaw, so I'm not as upset about it. I think we've actually killed our 3 Stormclaws. We have. Maybe we'll get our loot and just kind of peace out and go fight Hellion now. I think I'm going to stick with the Valamir weapon, actually, just because the build seems to come together a little bit better. We have 6 Rage Hunters, 6 Conduit, and then we also get 2 Overpower. The other cell slots on the Pangar one just don't really come together like that. So we'll just kind of stick with this build. I'm glad, like as much as a headache as it was to create them and fight Valamir as much as I did, I don't regret making the weapon, actually. It's weird seeing Skarn and Rage like that. Ow. That dealt a lot of damage. But it's weird seeing Skarn and Rage like Charog does. Doesn't compute for me. Pretty sure I just used the same buff twice in a row, but that's okay. Nice. We're getting a lot of kills. Let's see. We also have some bounties to complete, and then we'll go ahead and head over to the Hades Reach. Expose 1 wound, solo or team. Maybe someone will be able to do that. I'm gonna do this. Go ahead and drop this down. I think I have an acidic cell, so I should be able to just kind of cheese these bounties. Yeah, +2 acidic. That should be alright. And then we'll go ahead and head over. Alright, first Hellion is going down. Trying to get as much breaks and damage as possible. Gonna need all of that for crafting weapons and gear. So, very high value target. It's also a relatively easy kill. I mean, Pangar and Hellion seemingly are still very easy. Just kind of waiting for the stomps to end. I do have Molten, so I can actually just go in and be reckless. Was wondering if that was going to hit me. It's Spoiler alert, it did. Get away from the tail. Damn, that shockwave deals a ton of damage. It actually has a pretty wide range. Head break, leg break. I need to get up and go for tail. Really hard for the Aether Strikers to actually hit the tail, even when it's down on the ground. Kind of unfortunate. I think it's resetting, not anymore. Thank you for the help. Okay, no tail. That's gonna be rough. I might need to whip out the sword for this later. I need to whip out the sword a bit later. Enrico the goat, thank you very much. Get joy here. Okay, nope, never mind. They're good. They don't need me. They said don't touch me. I was really hoping that this would explode. Explode, dang it. Nice, another shock rock, eh? Dead Scarn, nice. That was good. Go and look for another Hellion now. Another thing I've been working on the, and that it's coming in the horizon, is a review for Naraka Blade Point, which is a melee battle royale game. Just to kind of see what's up. They have like a content creator sort of like program or something going on there, so just making a video kind of like puts you in good standing with them, and it could be beneficial for the channel. Probably won't be a game I cover very often, but I do think that it does have a place like here on this channel. I want to cover more like action stuff. I think it would be fun to do a playthrough with Doe of Monster Hunter Rise when that comes out on PC. There's like a lot of stuff I want to do and I've had planned for this channel. But I just got so caught up in wanting to do fighting game stuff because I do think that that's where I want to be. Fighting games is just, it holds a very soft spot in my heart. I really like them. I really like games in general. It's like my biggest passion. Games are basically my life at this point. So having that space that's like, this is like my true passion, this is where I want to be when it comes to content creation, it's just tough. Like, it's just tough to break in, and that's what sucks. But I'm hoping in the future that the fighting game channel will kind of like sprout up, and as other fighting games come out, I can kind of do what I did for the FGC, what I did for Dauntless, and just help people enjoy the games more and get more into them. So yeah, there's a lot of stuff on the horizon when it comes to like new games and just ideas I've had, even just like Dauntless merch style stuff. Merch, games, content, it's all stuff that I just constantly think about. It's weird to say. It's like I'm thinking about it now. It's just like, man, I really like doing this. I really like doing content creation in general. It's very fun. It's a interesting gig. Meet a lot of cool people, and if you're really into games, then you know, obviously that helps. But being a gaming content creator it's rough. It's rough. You're at the mercy of kind of like what's popular and how quick you are to the draw, and you need to be very consistent. And even in cases like I did, is like when you get bored of something, you just kind of have to muscle through it. And you know, I guess you could say that for a lot of things. Like when you have a job, you have to kind of, if you don't like it, you just kind of have to muscle through it and get, you know, we all have things that we don't want to do, that we need to do in life, and sometimes those are the things that we like love most, and that's what sucks. I really don't want to fight Valamir. I'm gonna go look for another Hellion. I should be doing so. I got it. No worries. Oh my gosh, I'm dumb. I will say I really don't like these like shield things. I don't know. I feel like it's like really counter, like it really halts the combat flow, and in a bad way though. It's not like a fun way where it's like, oh, you need to go through the shields. It's like if you touch this shield, you go flying, it's gonna deal a ton of damage, and it just takes you out of the fight, and it's not very fun. That's just kind of my 2 cents on that. Is like the shield, like I don't mind if they have armor or something like Skarn, but they shouldn't be just like blowing me away and shocking me or whatever else they do. Like I don't mind if like, oh, if you swing in this like if I were to stand here and attack, like say Enrico is shooting it, if he's dealing less damage for hitting that specific area because the shield's there, you know, that's on them, and I think that that's totally valid. Like you need to reposition yourself, but just the fact that it like blows you away and deals damage to you is just kind of bogus in my opinion. Damn, that dude just got hella EXP off those. It is dead. Hooray. Let's see how many. Oh, we're done. Wait, real? I did not know that. I think I got my interrupts there. We'll do 10 dodges. Got all of our merits. I'm gonna take a look at the Slayer's Path. We're already done with Testament of Skill. Hell yeah. Let's go. Kind of popping right now. What I want to do is actually, I'm gonna go here and I'm gonna unlock this. We're preparing for our future. Little investment there. Slight investments. And we'll go ahead and we'll head back to Ramsgate and talk to Marcus, turn in, or Dr. Priani actually, and go and turn in, and then we'll do our Slayer's Path. I don't think I got enough loot to farm up some of the Hellion stuff, so we'll have to probably do that offline, and then I'll come back and I'll just have a nice amount of gear. And cells hopefully, but we'll see where we're at with the cells. Cells are getting kind of tricky for me right now. They're evading me quite a bit. I've had to dump a ton of ace chips just to get back up to where I was, so let's see. Dr. Priani, what do you got for me? Wow, that's a big quest. 25 merits and some keys and stuff. That's bounty tokens. That's a lot of stuff. A lot of stuff right there. I'm gonna hit this core opener thingy. I have 9 uncommon cores, really. What do you got for me? What do you got for me? I see you. I see you. Nice. Okay. Any more? Pulse and Predator. Nice. I think that's 2+2 overpowers now. For a grand total of +4, which actually works out because once we get Rage Hunter off of the Hellion helmet, that will make up for our +6, and then I'll be able to sub something out for overpower, and then that's when our build actually gets pretty intense. Let's see, so we turned all that in. Let's go ahead and hit the Slayer's Path. Testament of Skill complete, 23,000. Normal trial mode. Huh. Maybe we'll try a trial here in the next episode. Start getting our silver marks for the unlocks there. Paradox breaks. Wait. Paradox breaks? What is Paradox breaks? Charter route. It's got Flameborn Reza. Firebrand Charog, Reza, Valamir, Ragetail Nasher, and Heroic. Wow, okay. And then we have Razorcliff Isle and Twilight Sanctuary. These are the last isles. Huh. Okay. we're almost done. Oh my gosh, I just realized that we're actually really close to reforging our first time. Wow. Okay. Well, we're set up for the next episode. We're gonna check out the new island, and we'll go ahead and maybe try a trial at the end. And wow. Okay. I'm pretty juiced. We'll get to check out the next thing. Maybe we can run into the escalation mob. I don't know how that works, but we'll figure it out. Thank you guys for watching this episode. Thank you for tuning in. Hopefully you enjoyed it, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace out.